Are you entertained? I don't even know where to start, Sports Talk Tech family. I know we have a live tonight at 7 p.m., but I have to come on here because Keely Hodgkinson just destroyed the world indoor 800-meter world record, obliterated it, 154.87. It's not even taking it down, almost close to a full second off the old world record by Yolanda Kepler. Look, I got to be honest with you. In many ways, before we even get into the performance, and we're going to break it down again tonight, you really have to give her a big shout out because Keplak's record has been on the books for a long time. In fact, 24 years, given that it was set the same day that Hutchinson was born. And it's been marred in a little bit of a controversy. I mean, not the record itself, but the athlete. And fundamentally, for many people in the sport, they wanted to see this record go. We saw Hutchinson last week at the British Championship just, come in, step up, and destroyed everybody in an opening run that she alone was in the race, 156.33. So we knew the records were on the books here in France tonight in Lavon, and they asked for it. It ended the World Indoor Championship meeting, and it did disappoint. It did not disappoint. I'm stunned. I've been back and forth with a bunch of people. In fact, in true honesty, I was talking to communicating with Tim Adams from Athletics Weekly before the race, coming into this event, because the entire British public is, they're building this up as something to watch. And the expectation at that time, at least the cues they were getting, suggested that she was going to go 155.2. But to go 154.87, total different level, different class are running. And it's just elite performance. I'm happy. The record is gone. We can talk about the outdoor records because those questions are going to come back into the fold. But in elite middle distance running, you typically take but for the 800 meters to go almost for a full second, I don't know how to process this one. And we know, we've talked about it for a long time, that the 800 meters has seen a renaissance both for men and women, and times are just going down rapidly. We're looking at times that we've never seen before, and we always attribute that to the performance enhancement from sports science, from the shoes, from the tracks themselves, and also from bicarb. So when you put all those things in context, this is where we think those things really come together to make these performances much better. But Hodgson's a world-class athlete. Probably didn't deliver yet last year the way she wanted to. In many ways, we thought she was upset, but she was coming off an injury, the champion in Paris, and to come back and to declare that the world record was hers. She publicly declared it on a number of occasions that this is what she wanted to pursue. She wanted it, and she would have been upset if other athletes were to get it before her. And so she leaves she leaves France tonight very happy. It was an aggressive run, and it wasn't. Let me just put up the results on the screen because I should put it up. Look at that. It was an aggressive run, 154.87. And when you look at the quality of the field, Vero was there. She was trying to run with her, especially once the pacer was still on the track. And then at some point, she just couldn't hold up. And Vero in herself has been having a fabulous season, 157 this season as well, PB over 800 meters. So it's no slouch. Tigis Duguma, Olympic silver medalist there as well, 158. 83 there coming out. And so you think about those two athletes in particular. We can't rule out the likes of Ageta True, but I don't think she's in that kind of class. But those two other athletes are really strong performers. And when we look at this performance, Keely just made them look ordinary, average. And they're not average by any means. And it's a stunning performance. I'm just kind of going over this because I don't know. I didn't know what else to do but to just jump on and say something here. I mean, It's she's already the most consistent 800-meter runner now in this generation for Great Britain, and she has the Olympic medal. She has she's medals at the World Championship, clearly European Championships, and all those places as well. But she's at a point where she's what 24 years of age, and you think she will get better. She has to get better as long as she stays healthy. And so the question is, can she make an assault on the outdoor world record? I still have my doubts on it, but I shouldn't be doubting someone who just wrapped up and destroyed a record like that today. I still have my doubts in terms of how difficult that record is. 153.28 from Jarmila Krachlova many years ago. A lot of us don't want to see that on the books, and we don't have to spend time discussing that. It's two women gone 153 as well. Those records we want to see go away. So personally, I'd love to see the likes of a Hodgkinson take the world record down. Clearly, there's a bunch of other women that are stepping up big time in the 800 meters. But you think about a fit, healthy Keely Hodgkinson that trains without any kind of injury. I think she could make an assault for the world record. I believe it would only happen on the circuit. Perhaps if you could load it up with a bunch of athletes that are of 154 caliber. So I'm thinking about Lillian O'Deary. You're thinking about the likes of a Hunter Bell, and Tigis Duguma there as well. If you can line that up, Veru, Prudence Sagadiso, I'm probably missing a few athletes as well. If you can line it up with the right caliber of athletes, the right pacing, because I think an assault on that record, an assault on 153.28 outdoors will require excellent pace and also the wave light, and for her to really run it aggressive. And I think the run in Birmingham last weekend is illustrative of what they needed to do to break this world record tonight. They had to push. She had to run it aggressive because no one else would have done it. And the pacer did a really good job, but she was right there. She was pushing. And shout out to Vera, as I said earlier, because she was trying to hang with her. And ultimately, you can't handle that pace. You're not going to finish the way you want to. But this is something else, guys. We've seen a lot of world records, and the meet itself was a fabulous meet, and we'll touch on some of those things later on tonight. But what in the world? It is outrageous, right? So our personal best outdoor is 154.61. You have to think based on just this form, based on what we've been hearing, and in terms of how training is going, and that she's definitely going to run 154 flat this season. Perhaps I think she can run 153.9, 153.8. It's in the body. So imagine more training, imagine what can happen. Staying healthy, great training group there they have. They're going to push this world record. I think they're going to push for this world record. There's no doubt in my mind that's what's going to happen. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, I was stunned. We knew the world record was coming. I guess in a way you can't say you're fully surprised that the world record was going to go tonight, because based on what we saw last week in Birmingham, it looked pretty straightforward. Did I really believe should have gone out and run 154? No. As I mentioned on the top of the live when I talked to the guys in Great Britain, the indication was maybe a 155.2. But not to go out there and run that time, and it's just remarkable. Almost a full second. Previous world record set on her birthday, 155.82, 154.87. And when they interviewed her afterwards, she was like talking normal. It's amazing. Amazing performance by Keely Hodgkinson. Guys, I thank you for coming on. I just had to come on and say something about this world record because it's truly amazing. It's a big moment for her, and I'm sure she's happy. I saw her the interview post race, and she looked happy. She thought it was really fun. I think that's what some of the quotes, if I remember correctly. And she did it, and you have to hold your hands up. Again, I will say I'm happy Ferdinand in the house. What's going on, Vanzil? Yeah, Ferdinand says all the South African food. Hey, well, we'll take it. You will take it. You, as a guy who is really a very knowledgeable person in the sport, will be very happy that this record is off the books. And for many of us, we've been talking about trying to get rid of the world record in the outdoor 800 meters, and a big step to do that. But this will certainly give her a level of confidence, I imagine, right? And if she comes away healthy, at least we saw that. Hopefully that's the case. And if she trains really hard, then certainly we will get to a point where she might be pushing for it. I don't know if the world record will go this year or next year or what, but I'd love to see it go. I just want to personally say that again. And she set the bar. A lot of athletes they have to respond to this. So certainly we should anticipate an assault on the world record by her, and other athletes uh, will have to go up. Oh yeah, sure, the old record. So yeah, I meant yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Right. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was broken the day she was born, right? So that was the kind of interesting statistic that a lot of people are pulling. I knew it happened the same year she was born, but I didn't realize it was on her birthday until I guess on Saturday I realized that. So 24 years ago, that has been on the books. The women's 800 meters outdoor 153.28 has been on the books much longer, and it's one of those records that for a long period of time we didn't think would have been anyone would come close to. The closest we've seen to that is Jalimo with 154.01. Obviously there was Casta Semenya too with some low 154s, and you go back to the Cuban, what's her name, Ana Kuro, I think also has a 154. So Keely's there from what she did recently as well, and there's a bunch. Lilian Odara too also has that 154.62. So there is an expectation that the athletes will get better, but I don't know what your thoughts might be, Ferdinand, because you're a big distance guy too. But I don't know if she can go. Can she? She would have to run a more than a second faster than she's ever run outdoors to take down the world record outdoors. Personally, I think she can run 154 flat right now, and potentially anywhere from 153.8 to 9. To go down much further than that is going to take some effort. As you're saying, yeah, World Outdoor Record London Diamond League watch. I suspect that would be a great place for it. If they assemble the right field as well, the track would be nice. It's going to be packed with people. It's always packed there at the London Diamond League. So, yeah. But I'm not going to stay long. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and just to bask in this, because it's fun, and I'm sure a lot of you are there, but are also excited about this, and I thank you guys for coming on. I will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are doing a joint live show as usual with the Mr. Analyst channel, Leighton Levy, and we'll be breaking down this race and much more. Yeah. Oh yeah, good luck with the cricket. Yeah, it was an interesting thing. Weston stopped the group, but the whole assignments on the cricket is interesting, and the pre-group ranking. So we'll see. But South Africa has been looking good at different points of the cricket too. But I'm gonna sign off, guys, because we got to come back later on. But you stay tuned. Make sure you come back on the channel. I don't know if you'll be around Ferdinand. You might be asleep by then, but we look forward to seeing those who can come back on later on, and we'll have fun. All right. Yeah, Australia's out. Really shocking performance by them too. Zimbabwe, I think, is the standout team in terms of what they're capable of doing, especially even today when they they topped the group, and looking really good, Zimbabwe. So let's see what we get from the cricket. All right, bye, guys. I'm gone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.